Okay, so you've concluded the exercises for this week's material. What I wanted to draw your attention to specifically is that assessment 2 is coming up. Now, we do have a workshop, so I will be covering, as the other tutors will be covering, Robin in Launceston and Clayton in Burnie, what a reflective practice is in more detail. Now, I've included obviously the information in this week's content, but more information will be coming on that. And so if you have specific questions or you're feeling a bit uncertain about how to write it, you can get the support that you need in a workshop. Now, I want to strongly encourage you to, really do the reflective exercise that is set out in this week's content to begin to practice these skills. I don't believe that if you just do the assessment exercise that's laid out in the overview without the practice exercise that's in this week's content, that you will really be able to get the depth of skill development and the depth of reflection that you would need for a higher level response. Ideally, you would have 3 to 4 situations where you've sat down and engaged in a conversation with a friend using the active listening skills, or you've chosen to use them at work in another way. It's really a number of situations that you need to engage in to be able to get the level of skill development and the time reflecting to write a really good reflection. It's much harder to get that on just one instance or 2 instances. Ideally, you would have, in an ideal world, you'd have 4 to 6 instances. You might not have done them all formally. You may have done them more informally, but you've given yourself an opportunity to practice these skills. The more instances you can give yourself, the better quality reflection you're going to be able to do, because you will have had more of an opportunity to see your skills develop and change. Now, if you have any questions about that, please feel free to send me an email or get in touch with one of your tutors. But as I said, this will be covered in more detail in the workshop in week 4. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good week. Bye.